I want to thank our fans who traveled out here to Jersey to support us. Then I'm going to take my hat off to the kids and the coaches. Like I told the kids this whole week, they got themselves prepared. The coaches did their job with the game plan, but they got themselves prepared and ready to come on a short week. It's a great game. We asked them to fight. We asked them to fight at halftime, and then in full court, we asked them to finish. We asked them to finish, and they did.
Questions?
Mickey, what didn't you do in the first half that you did in the second half?
We struggled. We struggled on offense, but the defense, we gave up some plays. We gave up some deep balls early. We had to settle it down and get things together, but we struggled on offense the first half.
How much were you worried about Casey's health at halftime?
Casey's tough. I can tell you, Casey's gonna play. If Casey can get that ball out of his hand, he's gonna play. Casey was raised by Charles Thompson, a grown man. Remember, he came to Nebraska and did us in a couple of times. So Casey's tough. Casey's gonna be able to take hits and get up.
How sweet was it to see the players just celebrate like that to get the reward of a good second half?
Yes, like I told the defense, just 2 weeks in a row that they shut somebody out the second half. I think But so you're happy for them. You're happy for them. Like I said, they've been beat up for a long time, but now they're feeling the pressure that they know how to win. And like I said, they prepared themselves during the week. They got themselves ready to work. We only had one week, one day, and when we put pads on it, we hit. One day, everything else was helmets and spiders. But they played it to the full quarter, and they were the most physical team.
What's Quentin's status, and then what can you say about Malcolm and Brandon, the way they played in the second half?
But you know what? Next man up. Next man up. We talked to him about that. If you're a backup, you got to prepare like you're a starter. So you take your hat off to Bam and you take your hat off to Malcolm. Because Malcolm started, but he struggled. We took him out for a couple of plays. But Q, I'm gonna have to talk to Mark and see, what's instead of Q's injury.
Oh, Q's hurt.
He's a little banged up. I think it was a groin, so that's why he was out.
Mickey, what was the mood at halftime in the locker room, and how did you address that mood?
Well, no, we figured we still had it was a 2-score game, and we knew we had to play 4 quarters. We knew coming in here that this team was going to play tough. We knew it, but we had to make them play 4 quarters. So second half, we was really confident that we could come back and win the game.
Mickey, you talk about the belief that the guys have now. Do you feel like that now, because of how important this one was, this could change the outlook that they have on the rest of the season?
Well, I think we take one game at a time with them. Our goal was to be 1-0 this weekend, and now we're 1-0. So we don't win 2 straight. But I'll tell you this: I think they starting to believe and they're starting to see it though. Remember now, they hadn't did this. This is kind of strange for them. But you see that they playing hard, they're playing fast, and they're not giving up. And listen, I called them in the 4th quarter again. It was no doubt it was no doubt in their eyes that they was going to win the game. And it was the same way at halftime. They knew they was going to win the game if they keep fighting. We said it was going to be a street fight, but we said the type of street fight we're in, there's no rounds, there's no time. It's just let's keep swinging. Don't look at the scoreboard. And at the end, you'll come out on top.
Hey, Mickey, Miles Farmer, he's had some ups and downs this season, but he makes that pick. And then can you just speak about that sequence where he gets that big play and then you turn around and go for the end zone right away?
Yes, Miles made a big play. Miles struggled the first couple of weeks. And he struggled with the first couple of weeks, with this scheme. But I stayed on Miles. I called Miles into my office. I stayed on Miles because I know Miles is a good player. I know Miles is a really good player. So, and we need his leadership out there. So I stayed on him, and Fish stayed on him, Billy stayed on him, and he showed up. He showed up today with a big play.
Hey, Mickey, how big was that sequence where Blaze Gunnarsson stopped the touchdown on the block punt, and then your defense held up for a field goal to keep it at 10-0?
That was big. That was big on Blaze's part. He stopped. He saved us 4 points.
Just in that moment to get down 14-0, though.
Yeah, you don't want to do 14-0, you're down 13. But listen, that was a great play by Blaze.
I know you trust Coach Whipple to kind of run the offense and call the plays. Was there a moment in there where you said, are you passing it too much? Or, that 4th down where you guys went empty? Were there any moments like that in the second half?
No. I'm going to let Whipple call his game. Whipple's a veteran. He's been doing this a long time. And what you don't do, you don't question guys, because he had to get him back on track. So I had to let Whipple call his game. I had to do it.
That 4th and 1 that Sam was talking about, what went into that decision, that first and the third quarter that you guys didn't have was the empty set. Can you just explain what David Whipple was talking about, why he called that play?
Because we thought we was getting the coverage that for that play. We thought we was going to get that coverage, and we did. Just didn't execute it.
Yeah, getting back to the Farmer interception, and the next play you throw to Trey. You knew that was coming, and did you feel pretty good about that call? And what do you say about Trey making up another big play?
Yes, Trey. We knew Trey was going to be able to run by these corners, and we knew the safety was going to check down on the seam route. So it was a really good route by Trey. And one thing Trey can do when he sees it, he can go get it, and he made a great catch.
One or two more.
What happened to Reimer? It was not.
I got to talk to Mark about it. He just told me Luke was out and they had to come in and get X-rays. So I got to talk to Mark.
Kind of feeding off that door. I mean, you were playing a bunch of different guys that.
Next man up.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play with 10? No. If you're a backup or if you're a third guy, you got to get yourself prepared to play because you're only one play away from getting in the game, and those kids understand that. Because we gotta put them in there. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not. But the next guy's got to get in there. I mean, this is big boy football. We gotta put the next guy in, and he's on scholarship just like Luke's on scholarship. So he had to go in the game, and I expect him to execute the game plan.
How important is it to get a win when you're not playing in the prettiest type of way?
I mean, it's a great win because we haven't had many. We don't win 2 straight. We won a road game. So this is big. This is good for the kids and good for the coaches. Like I said, this thing's bigger than me, but it's those coaches and those players that's really that's digging it in.
Last one for
You sense they were slowing you guys down on offense?
We struggled in the first half. They did.
I mean, Rutgers, that they were kind of slowing the tempo with.
They slowed us down. But Rutgers is a good defense. They until last week, until the week Ohio State, they was top in the country. So they got a really good defense. Shiano was a good defensive minded coach. So it was a chess match tonight.
Hey, Mickey, you guys are all alone in first place, at least for a couple hours. How does that feel?
Oh, I mean, first place is when you end the season, not now. I mean, it's fake first place.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.